Namaskar, Salaam Alaikum, Walakam, Sat Sri Akal.
You are listening to the Sunday Breath that inspires creatives to pursue their passion and not be discouraged in these tough times. Today, with us, we have a very special guest. He is the Group Head HR at CP Milk and Food Private Limited, experienced human resource business partner with a demonstrated history of working in the electronics and renewable energy, e commerce, FMCG, and supply chain solutions. Skilled in career development, HR consulting, deferred compensation, executive search, and compensation.
With a strong ability to master a situation quickly, highly knowledgeable in a wide variety of professional disciplines, and an expert in leading critical projects for optimizing cost, enhancing productivity, and better engagement, and has worked closely with labor unions and litigations matters. We have with us Mr. Deepak Mishra on this fresh Sunday morning. So, how are you feeling today, sir?
Thanks for the nice introduction, Mukul and Mitushi. Of course, I am feeling good, and let's start your question you want to ask.
So the first question I'm going to ask you, sir, is that you started as a HR generalist and now you are the head HR at CP Milk and Food Private Limited. So would you like to share with us your journey, like how has it been till now?
So see, Mukul, if I say in one word, I would say it is exciting.
Okay.
And while we say journey, normally when we say journey, we look at a long span of tenure of decades. But I still feel I'm very young, and I always feel like I started yesterday.
Mhm.
So, but yes, if you look at the working association with certain global and national brands, so it was quite learning some. I had been fortunate to got really great mentors to work with who are known veterans in their career in their own domains. So yeah, it was quite I would say rewarding so far.
Okay, great, sir, great.
So our next question would be you have been associated with the human resource department from a long time now and with big brand names like ITC, Nestle, Myntra, Guinness Power Infrastructure Limited, and many more. How did you prepare yourself for the new job as all of the companies are from different industries, being FMCG, e commerce, power and supply chain management?
So see, Mitushi, I think this is the if I answer you simply, we all in our college days would have learned about learning, unlearning, and relearning. So
True.
I think when your tenure is so very diverse, when you get into the be it different industries or different organizations, or even in the same industries and different organizations, we should carry the insight, but we should not carry the baggage. We should not carry the biases. Might be the culture which we have been working earlier is entirely different in new organization. Might be the diversity which we have been a part of in previous organization is completely different now. Might be the value system of organization is different from the previous company. So a lot of things gets challenged what you have been proud of in your previous company. So how I see it is one is of course let's look at things from very fresh perspective. Secondly, if your previous insight is good enough but still you look at the culture around and then you try to build case over it. And thirdly, do some research about, so I used to read and I used to do some research about that industry, about the legacy of I would say the of that organization
Mhm.
before I get into of a solution minded. So let's know your customer before serving the recipe. This is the mantra I would say is been helping me.
Very well said, sir.
So the next question is that we have seen that COVID has affected a lot of industries, and some of them are affected really badly. So how has this affected CP Milk and Food Private Limited?
So I would like to take it up in two parts. One is on the business side and second on the people side. So
Yes.
on business side, if I say, so we fall in essential food category where
Mhm.
we could not stop our operations. We have to ensure that the milk and products being delivered to people as usual, which was
Yes.
quite challenging because it was not a normal operation on usual days. We have to one ensure that customers get what they are waiting for and they have selected us to
Okay.
serve. And secondly, ensuring that the person who is going to deliver and the person who is on the field should be safe enough to do that. So this was, of course, the first time we have. I think none of the organizations was thought of in their contingency plan that this kind of thing can come someday when everything will stop. You look at either technology or you look at any dynamics you can think of creating something. We have never thought of like the roads the infra, the all communication or commuting medium will be taught for a year plus time now, by the way. So
Yes, sir.
this was all new thing, but we got tremendous support from our people, be it our procurement team or sales team or operation team or the people who go and deliver products. They all came together and ensured that the company, which is known for compassion and empathy for its values, so it's been delivered. And on the people part, we moved from aspirations to achieve for the year on financial terms to a survival mode. We ensured that the people are safe, first of all. They do not get worried about any kind of job insecurity, any kind of health issues. If they have, then who is behind them? Even in fact, going out of the way, we have ensured that the families are, if in trouble, they need any support, we ensure that families are also safe. So this is the way I think it was both way. We help people and people help back to us.
That's great, sir.
It's been a great journey, sir. I mean, you looked at both the sides equally.
True. So now we have a short game prepared for you. Like I'll ask you a question and you would have to give the answer in a one word or probably in one line.
Okay.
So the first question is, a stranger's first impression of yours would be?
It's compassion and passion.
Okay. So the next question is, if you had to live in the world of the game you last played, what world would it be?
Cricket.
Next is fun part of being in HR.
We usually say that things are obvious, but I have seen the most obvious things is very unobvious. So people say change is inevitable, but it is one of the most difficult thing to make it happen. We talk about trust, ownership, and accountability is quite often in our life, but that itself becomes an entire book and case studies in the real life. So it is one of the fun thing which I would say is nothing is obvious. What obvious is not obvious.
Great. So Nestle, ITC, or Myntra, which was the best out of the three?
Say I would say all are best because if I tell you, Nestle was global leader and is still global leader in a known industry. And when I say ITC, ITC is a nation pride because ITC works anything keeping national orientation in mind, right? They did a fabulous job for farmers and agriculture and building in a large organization, right?
Right.
And when I look at Myntra, so Myntra challenged everything and it's very young, agile, a company which become a unicorn company in just 5 years of time. So I would say all three were very close to my heart and very different reasons they carry. I can't compare them that way.
Okay. So the last question for this game would be, being in HR, you ask everybody what's their hobby. Today, we would like to take this honor to know yours.
So I would say that two things which one is, of course, I love traveling. So traveling is one thing which gives me a very different perspective. It gives me a fresh ideas. It gives me, I think, as an HR to connect with very random people. So this is one thing. And secondly, in hobby, I always look at solving non-HR issues. So this is one of the hobbies which keeps me connected to the business more. I get involved and engaged in those problems, which is none of my business. And I try to just support business and to the management.
That's great, sir.
So the next question would be that you were awarded the best competency mapping in October 2014. Would you like to share that experience with us?
Yeah, that was something really, I would say, on change management. When we talk about this, was the first large project on change management, which I did in the mentorship. I would say that was great mentorship I had. Mr. Sumit Dhiman, who was my mentor, and that time he was heading Samalkha factory, which is the only nutrition factory of Nestle. And also my guide, Mr. Vivek Tyagi, who is currently working with Perfetti. So he was my boss that time. So the best thing I can say about this project is, as I said earlier, also nothing is obvious. I took it very obvious. If I am doing any project having an HR hat, people will accept and they will go by with it. But actually it is not. So when I was doing that project earlier, I got miserable failures when people were not accepting it. Why do they need something like that? Okay. And I was in a disappointment. I was thinking that this is a great idea, developing a competency matrix for a nutrition factory, which has been very unique concept altogether. And I am solving a business problem because this will help them, but still why people are not accepting it, right?
Yes.
So I think during that project success, which eventually got very successful, but I think the mentorship from my mentors and guide helped me to understand for any change management, it is very important to go along with people, think being there in their shoes, and remove your HR hat or any kind of authority hat that you are going, and then people will accept it. Change is not easy, and people need to understood very well that how this is going to be benefiting for them in their personal or professional life, and then they give you space. So if they do not accept the idea, if they don't listen to you, it just become a book unread. So that is one thing that helped me as a professional. And And after that, any change which I was driving was always been successful.
Very well said, sir. So, sir, the last question of the day would be, what advice would you like to give to the students who want to make their career in the same field?
I would say there will be 2-3 things which will help if the students they take care of, and I think that is purely my idea. It could be many more, but I believe one is try to find your passion. This is very important that find your passion. You choose a trade, you choose a specialization, or you choose anything. That should be your passion. That should not be because that is in talks. That is because someone has suggested you, so you are doing it. So it's very important that you find your passion, and as early as you find it, it is going to help you out. Secondly, I would say it is knowing yourself. So it's very important that what are your strengths, what are your improvement areas. So let's do a self exercise on Johari window. Ask people, ask yourself, ask people around you. So though entire life we all do research about our personalities, and still we sometimes feel like journey traveled less or untraveled. So knowing yourself is very, very important facet. And third, I would suggest is let's not get into any kind of an entitlement syndrome. I find youngsters very easily get caught up with this particular thing when they look at more often designations than more often perks and benefits than the job profile, than what actually they add value to the system. I feel if you or me or anyone is contributing to a bigger problem, contributing to the success of someone, contributing to the success of organization, supporting your business leader so that he can do his job better, is itself rewarding. The rest of the things is just become a byproduct. But when you start focusing on these things, you forget what you actually made for. So I believe these three things had been pretty successful if we believe in this.
Thank you so much for all these suggestions, sir, for the coming generation of entrepreneurs, or I can say the people who are looking to work in this industry. So thank you so much for coming here, sir, for joining us today.
Thanks, Mukul. Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Mitushi. I think it is equally pleasure, because I think if any of your experiences can be benefiting for a larger group of people, it is always good to share. And I would say that was a good initiative which both of you have taken now, going out of your internship and creating a forum where professionals like us can come over the board and screen and can share things. And I would say this is a long journey, and wish you all good luck.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
once again.
सो दोस्तों, आपको ये वीडियो कैसी लगी ये हमें कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर बताइए, और अगर अच्छी लगी है तो लाइक करिए, कमेंट करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए इफ़ यू आर न्यू टू द चैनल, एंड शेयर इट विद योर फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली. थैंक यू सो मच.